lightning in the fist. Big right hand, followed up by the left hook.
Holmes had that great snapping jab that he could impale an opponent on.
An assassin, former heavyweight champion of the world, Larry Holmes! Ladies and gentlemen, I present you the undefeated, undisputed Iron Mike Tyson!
Dressing room, remember what I told you, I'm here to enforce my rules. Obey my commands at all times.
The young bull and Mike Tyson against the old bull and old warrior. And like that, to Michael Spinks in a very close and controversial decision. Actually, both of them were in. And now the young guy is chasing him down. Larry Holmes that I want to remember. Michael Tyson's books is one of the great heavyweight champions of all time. Has received the credit, but he was a great champion in his prime. At age 10, in the old days, Larry would have had that left hand, which was like a, and from behind that he'd throw the right. But tonight, it's obviously missing. Larry's still champions of the ability to move. He needs to be able to move like this if he's going to do anything against the stronger Mike Tyson. The Eastern Assassin. But for the kind of money they pay to fight for the heavyweight championship, you can't blame. And this is the heavyweight championship of the world. As Mike bangs Larry behind him on his toes, tries to get the footwork going, trying to pick up the pace. Straight right hand. Now in the old days, Mike Tyson wouldn't have been able to get through that. That's what the fight would have been about. In the present day, and it's a 5 long. The things that made him great are not there. The foot speed, Larry Holmes. Closing seconds of the first round. As the bell, ending round 1. We're in Atlantic City, New Jersey in the Convention Center. Again, I'm Bob Sheridan, and again, I hope you're enjoying it. Against the present great. The only thing is, this is beginning to remind me of the night that Muhammad Ali. And for some of you old-timers, you might remember Rocky Marciano get hurt, because believe me, I'm a huge fan of Holmes. What Holmes could do, he's not executing tonight. He's standing flat-footed. He's an easy diving, pounding left jab, and it's not there. Big right hand. Holmes hanging that left arm, and that could be disastrous before it's over. Larry comes with what looked to me a half-hearted uppercut. In the old days, Larry would have had that left jab just punching and punching and punching. Larry got a sneaky right hand through there, but it didn't hurt Mike. Larry had 34 knockouts in his career, but most of them were kind of like Ali's knockouts in his prime. And he's having trouble holding off the young bull. Pulls the left hand out now. In his prime, that would have been pumping in the face of Tyson. Mike gets through. He's showing no respect for the former greatness he's fighting. Fortunately for Larry in his career, he's never been hurt. Larry Holmes, notice how flat-footed he is, and you remember when he used to fight up on his toes, bouncing left? There's a little bit of bounce there, but then he goes back to settling down, and when Mike gets up on his toes and moves side to side, he's at his best. But right now, with the inability of Larry, Mike comes right through. That's one of the best combinations that Larry's thrown, and it doesn't Mike at all. It doesn't even back him off. Best hand, look at this. He comes right through the left again. The noticeable lack of the left. It's already what a tremendous fan I am. I love Larry Holmes as a fighter. Make no mistake about it. Mike up on his toes. Larry standing flat-footed. Mike comes right through because there's no jab there. But I have to say, another aged heavyweight. Looking for another payday. Looping right. The big advantage of the jab. Notice? That's a powering jab. Larry never threw his jab like that in his prime. A lot of respect for the former ability of Larry, but he has to do what he has to do. He's handling Larry. At that time, but not punishing. Larry tentative with his right hand. He ties him up. Borderline shot. And there's the bell ending the run here at the Atlantic City Convention Center. You're watching Larry Holmes. Oh, look at this! Larry had left hand in front of him. Shades of Holmes of old. But watch out, Larry, extremely quick. Wouldn't it be great if Larry could keep this up for a few rounds? Seconds of rounds, and he stole rounds, but doing it at the start of a round is something different. Is Larry back to the old Larry Holmes? And now here he is back to the old days. In the 1988, it's Mike Tyson's era of the 80s. Fights of all heavyweight history. Dead even fight going into the final shape. And here we are 10 years later, and Larry's career is just about over. Is the biggest problem. Oh, right hand! Down goes Larry Holmes! For one of the few. Boy, oh boy, look at that. He was knocked down by Ernie Shavers. Mike hit him out with a heavier shot than that. But right now, Mike Tyson is in charge. He's the boss, and Larry's down for the. He senses the kill. He comes in for it. Larry trying to hold him off. There's too much. The end of a great career is imminent. Larry Holmes' legs are jelly. The fist of Tyson. Straight left hand. Showing patience to get set for the big shot. Right hand hurt Larry again. He's back at his heels. Left hand get hurt. This is bad. Hope Joe Cortez takes a look into the eyes. He gets nailed with the left hand. The right hand digs to the body. Goes to throw right hand. Gets clipped with a. He won't get up from this one. It's all over. Joe Cortez has seen it up. He's knocked out. He doesn't count him out, but he's out.
And still the undisputed, undefeated heavyweight champion of Iron, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, without question, an outstanding fighter.
Well, it's great to have the name on my record. If he was at his best, I couldn't stand a chance. He's a great fighter. I admire him very much.
As a champion tonight, he didn't go out with his head hanging. Sugar Ray Leonard, incidentally, is trying to make his way back.
We have to look at my finances, and right now I don't have to fight anymore, Ray. I didn't have to fight this fight, but they dumped me in. The WBC was the only organization, legitimate organization that really stood behind me.
A fighter doesn't believe he can't do it anymore until he's beaten up, and for the first time in his career, Larry Holmes was beaten up tonight.